collages, Polly Pocket collages that I've been doing. It's just, did I need it? No, but I haven't looked through it yet, so I'm hoping that when I go and look through it, that everything will be like, oh my god, like I'm so glad that I got this. That's what I'm hoping. But yeah, I'm just trying not to feel guilty about it, because I wouldn't have done it had I not wanted to leave the house today. I just wanted like to get out, you know, and drive for a while and bring the girls. I have the girlies with me. Got it. Does that ever happen to you guys where like you're trying to swallow something and it's just like your body kind of forgets how for a second? Don't. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so we got some Polly Pockets, and it came in like a bundle with this dollhouse, and Rosie's been wanting a dollhouse for a while. So, yeah, I got her the dollhouse as well. But I told her, I was like, it's a big thing. It's not huge, but it's like a big bulky thing. So I was just like, if you want this, you have to get rid of some of your bigger stuff in your room, or like at least one big thing in your room, so that we can make some room for this dollhouse. And she was like, that's fine. So we'll see what she comes up with. But yeah, and then it came with 2 Polly Pocket carrying cases that I collect. You also know that. I don't know the condition-rooney of them. I, again, have not looked through. So we'll see, but I'm excited to go through all of that in a video. Charles has been out of town the last couple nights, and he is coming back into town right now. He's on his way home. We should be getting home around the same time, probably like 15 minutes difference. He'll get home about 15 minutes after we do. So after that, I'm going to go in the car and film a video. But ooh, that's a cemetery and a half right there. Ooh, that's a nice one. What is that one? Ooh, I wish I knew. It's far away from the house, but I've driven further for a cemetery before. And you know what? I get comments every once in a while, not often, but every once in a while I'll get a comment from somebody who's just like, respect the dead, don't film there. And I'm like, I am respectful of the dead. I always walk around and visit cemeteries. I clean off graves that are like overcome with leaves and dirt and grass. I'll leave flowers for little babies. Like I clean up flower arrangements that have been blown around. I am respectful. And also I'm doing it on cinematic mode, so it's literally blurring all of the names behind me. Nothing is in focus, so you wouldn't even be able to tell what cemetery I'm at, which graves I'm in front of. Weirdo. I'm not like, I don't know. I'm not doing anything wrong. And furthermore, I check the rules in every cemetery that I go to. Most of them have rules posted on a sign that say like, hey, here are the rules. You have to be gone at this time, here at this time. No planting anything, like the rules, you know, and I never break the rules. It never says don't film in here. So anyway, it's just strange. And the reason why I film in cemeteries, there are 3 reasons. Number 1, the place that I normally film in is closed in the winter. It's closed until June. Number 2, and it's not a cemetery, it's just like another place. But number 2, a public park is usually poppin', especially certain times of the year. It's really busy, and like this time of the year, especially when it's starting to warm up, it's starting to have the snow melt and the equipment dry off and everything, it's really busy at a park normally. And so a cemetery, yes baby?
Do I have my drink in the over there?
Yes.
Okay, I'm on.
Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So public park, and usually the places that I go, there are planes that are constantly flying by, cars that are driving by, people walking in the frame. It's just not as relaxing. Like, name a more quiet and peaceful place than a cemetery. And the third reason is because cemeteries really make me feel creative. They always have. They've always inspired me. I don't care if that sounds weird. That's the truth. They've always just given me this burst of creative energy. So sometimes I'm like, I need to go to a cemetery today and film. Most of the time I'm like, you know what, I'll just film in the park. But other times it's like, no, I need to film in a cemetery today. And that's just how it is. And some people like have said that it like scares them so they can't watch the video. That's on you, baby boo. That's on you. I don't know, man. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not going to change what I'm doing. So, anyway, if I were like truly doing something, yes, sure. If I were truly doing something that like needed reflection and somebody pointed it out, I'd be like, damn, that sucks. I hate being wrong, but you're right. But no, I'm not doing anything wrong, so I'm not going to change that. There was another comment that I got, speaking of, since I just bought something for my daughter and I got this comment from somebody who's subscribed to this channel as well. Not only are they subscribed to my ASMR channel, they're subscribed here too. They have been for months. And, the temptation I have to say her name. I'm not going to. But I got a comment on a video recently. And I went through and I filmed a whole dissertation on this for my Patreon. Just a vent. Like a true good old-fashioned rant. I filmed it for my Patreon. I'm not sure if I'm going to upload it there or not. Because it's like, I don't care as much as the video makes it sound like I care. I don't care that deeply. So it's like, I don't want to give that much attention to it, but like, I already filmed it, so I might as well post it over there. I don't know. But I won't go too much into it here. I'll just say what the comment was. It was, how come you buy so much stuff for yourself and yet you tell people not to even buy your daughter Christmas or birthday presents? And stop trying to make being vegan your personality, your whole personality. LOL. Clearly you aren't doing it for sustainable reasons. XOXO universe. Or something like that. When I tell you, I was lit up. And like, here's the thing. Normally a comment like that, I would start shaking, like violently shaking. My heart would be pounding. I would be like, oh my God, like I would be so upset by it. But this one, it was more like my initial reaction, instead of being like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, it was just like befuddlement. I just couldn't believe it, because I was like, how could somebody misread me so much? And I looked at their profile. They follow this channel, they follow my other channel. And I'm just like, how could somebody watch me talk in such a real and raw and open and honest way all the time about everything and misread me that hard? I just was like, what? And it was so wrong that I didn't even get angry, but I was lit up, if that makes sense. I wasn't pissed, but I was like, point A, point B, point C, point D, point E. Like, and I just went through in my head, like, and then on my Patreon video, all of the reasons why that was so wrong. Like, it just doesn't even make sense. Because, like, anyway, I'm not going to get into it here, but, yeah, I just thought that comment was funny, as I literally just went and picked up a dollhouse that we don't need for my daughter because she wants one. But I never buy her anything, and I don't even let anybody else buy her anything. It's just stupid. Anyway, I thought that was funny. And what's mine is hers, and what's hers is mine. Like, the only things that I don't let her play with are my complete sets of Polly Pockets. She has to play with those at the table, one at a time, because I don't want her to mix up the figures. I don't want her to lose any of the figures because they're complete sets. They're worth a lot of money. And the other one, she can't play with one other one of my things because it's a Polly Pocket, but it's like a hand-painted piece of art. know that I'm not going into a cemetery to have a blatant FU to all the dead people there. I think I worded that wrong, but I'm not trying to do that. They know that I am trying my best to be a good mom. I'm doing my best to be a good person. I've screwed up a lot in my life. I've made a lot of mistakes. I'm going to continue to be a hypocrite in so many ways and make many mistakes, and I know that, but I'm always trying to be better. And those who get it and get my weirdness and get my idiosyncrasies, my queer, what is the word? Not queer as in queer, but queer as in just the things that make me different, unique, you know, you get it. And it's really nice to feel understood. And some people don't understand. Like, there are people who watch me who are just like, yeah, just relax me and like nothing else. I don't really care about anything else. But then there are a lot of people who watch me are just like my kindred spirits. You guys just get me. And I know that if we were sitting in a room together, one-on-one with a cup of coffee, we would be the best of friends. And I know that in my heart. And that's why I say, like, best friends on the internet, because this is not real life. Like, we are on the internet right now, but we would be best friends if we were in real life. Like, you know what I mean? I get you, you get me. I get you as much as I can, like, with the relationship that we have, the comments that I can read, and the people I can connect with on the level in which I can connect with them. You get what I'm trying to say. See, that's the thing. I'm trying to over-explain it because I'm thinking in the mindset of, oh my God, they don't get it, they don't get it, they don't get it. You get it. You get it. You get what I'm trying to say. You get my heart. And that's all I can ask for, really. So that's more than I can ask for. I never even dreamed of connecting with certain people that I've connected with over the years who have truly become friends of mine. And it sucks because, like, you know, I'm not, this might surprise you guys, I don't know, I'm working on a lot of things this year in terms of, like, my friendships that I have. I want to be better at responding to people, responding to them in a timely manner. Like, I don't want weeks to go by where I don't respond to somebody's message, or even days to go by. I want to respond right away. Here's the thing. I don't check my messages on apps. I really don't. I don't check my Facebook messages. I don't check my Instagram messages very often, if ever. Like, I never go into the other folders. I just check, like, from my main couple people that I message on Instagram, and that's it. I never check. Are those the only social medias that have messaging? I think so. I like TikTok messages. So if you're, like, one of my friends IRL, I'm looking at you, Auntie Shell, and you're sending me things on, like, Facebook Messenger, I just never check Facebook Messenger. It's not personal, but I want to be better about it. Like, just text specifically, like, because there are times where I see a text and I respond in my head and I'm like, okay, I'll get to that later. I'm busy right now, but I'll get to it. Or I'm filming right now, but I'll get to it. Or my phone's on Do Not Disturb constantly. And then I just forget. And I just don't want to be that person anymore. I want to be really good about responding and reaching out to people who may not live close to me. Like, I have some friends in Colorado that I love them. I love them. They are, like, truly like family to me in my heart. And I never reach out, ever. I do on, like, birthdays, and when they post something on Facebook, I'll be like, oh my God, I love this, I miss you. But, like, I never reach out, and I really want to get better about doing that, because those are relationships that really matter to me. And yeah, anyway, I don't know how I was thinking about that as well. I'm off on a few weird tangents already in this video. It's a skunk. We just passed a dead skunk. You okay? Are you gonna read a book? they earn tickets every time they do a game, and there's like phonics, there's comprehension, there's you know, some people could benefit from that one, but there is like math and matching and tracing and shapes and letters and numbers and just all sorts of things, and you earn tickets for each game that you complete, and then with the tickets you can buy pets to take care of, you can buy decorations for your room.
But not real, like, decorations for your room and not real pets.
True,
They're
yeah,
just
it's a computer game version of your life, but you can have these pets that you take care of, this room that you decorate, and she decorates her room in such a beautiful, cool way, and she spent so many thousands of tickets on like these really cool like wallpapers and dressers and couches and things for her room. She bought flowers the other day, she bought a fish earlier, like it's really fun and motivating, and I think it costs money per month, or you can buy it like for a year, and I think it's like $100 for the year. I could be wrong about that, but we ended up doing that because I wanted her to have a game that she could play that was like a learning game, that I didn't have to worry about her like closing out ads, like, because there are so many free games that kids can do, but there are ads that pop up constantly, and like I didn't want her to click on something she wasn't supposed to, and it's all tricky, and so I wanted it to be like a learning, educational game as well. So yeah, the only thing is some of the games are a little too easy for her. I think that she could benefit from like a little harder skill level, but ABC Mouse I think is only for kids up to 7 anyway, so she'll probably not use it for too much longer, but yeah, she's just a really smart girl, so it's hard to find games that she can play that are not above or below her skill level. But yeah, not to brag or anything, but no, truly she is very smart. So yeah, so we went today to pick up those items, that collection of items, and then we're going home. I don't know exactly how far away we are, probably like half an hour at this point or something, I'm not sure, but yeah, feeling really good. It's gray and rainy today, which always makes me feel, again, very creative, very inspired. And you know what, now that I'm thinking of it, I've never thought this before. I've always wondered, like, why does the rain, why do cemeteries, why do all these like dark vampire castles and like ghosts, why does that make me feel creative and inspired? I think A, adrenaline, like it makes me feel like I'm getting scared, which gives you adrenaline, which is, you know, exciting. But B, I think I just came up with this right now. I think that it's because when I was younger, for the majority of my young life, I thought that I was going to be a horror author. I thought that I was going to be like the next R.L. Stein, the next Stephen King. I really did, and I still could be, you never know. But that's what I thought growing up, and so whenever it would get dark and gloomy and I would go to a cemetery, that's when I'd get inspiration to write and to get creative ideas for my next story and my next novel, because I would be like, oh my god, this is the vibe, this is the mood. So I wonder if that's why I still feel that way today, where I'm like, oh, it's rainy, it's dark, it's stormy, it's, you know, like that's still in my head of I feel creative and I get all my good ideas when it's dark like this, because I used to be a horror author. Maybe? I don't know, I've never thought of that before. But it makes sense to me. But yeah, I've got the girlies with me. I took Passport today too because I just figured she's either going to lay in one spot on the couch while we're gone, or she'll sit in the back seat and, you know, be there. So I just brought her with. She saw a duck in the yard today and she was displeased. She was just like, whoa, for like 2 minutes, and I was just like, what are you barking at? And then I finally look and she's like peering under or it was just standing there, and then it starts waddling away, and she was pissed. She was like, boo! Just, she couldn't believe what her eyes, that there was this creature in her yard. And it was just funny, because I was like, Passport, it's a bird. Like, she doesn't care about birds, she doesn't care about squirrels, but this duck, she was like, that ain't like no bird I've ever seen in my yard. She was, you're not from around these parts. That's what she was saying. So, yeah, that was kind of funny. But I just wanted to come on and say hi and, yeah, just check in with you guys, that's all. I knew I had a long drive, so I was like, I might as well check in with my besties. My besties on internet. I did see my good Judy. That's what Peter Mon calls his like best friends. But yeah, I did see my good Judy on Shell this weekend, which was very nice. We had a craft night. Guess how many crafts we did? I'll give no, a real number. Like guess. You're right, 0. We did not a single craft, not a singular craft. We pretended we were about to. For 1 second, she took out her diamond dart and showed it to me, and she was like, what craft are you gonna do tonight? And I was like, oh, I don't know yet. That was the end of that. She put it away. I didn't take anything out. That was it. We did not do a craft, but we just had to have a hot goss sesh. Okay, we hadn't caught up in a while, so there was no hot goss to report. But because we live boring adult lives, but you know, that's better, I can say, than certain other points in my life that I've had to be like, all right, sit down, girl. I need to spill the hot goss. This time it was just like, so how are your parents doing? How's your health? Like, nothing crazy, but we just had to have that catch-up talking session before we had our craft night, or craft day, if you will. But I am really excited to do that with her, and because we had this day last year, I think it was last year, it could have been the year before, but we had this beautiful, amazing day where we hung out, we were like together all night, and then we like, I think we went thrifting or antiquing or something, and then we were like still not done. We weren't ready to stop hanging out, so we were like, let's grab our craft supplies. We went to this park, sat in front of a beautiful sunset, and she worked on this macrame thing, and I worked on a bedazzled knife and a fake knife, and it was just such a beautiful time. And I'm so excited for the weather to be nicer like that, so we can just sit outside, watch the sunset and craft, and just like, or even the sunrise, or just in the heat of the day at 2 p.m. Who knows? I'm so looking forward to that, and I hope that we go. You too? Yes, and I'm hoping that we can go on more hikes together and go walking in the woods and in the hills and take Rosie with us. It'll be so much fun.
What about you?
Yes, you'll come too, girl. It'll be great. So, anyway, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that change in the weather. And Rosie is too. But I just wanted to check in and say hi and see how you were, and I'll let you go. Rosie is not playing ABC Mouse right now, and she's not watching her phone, so she probably is like, okay, Mom, okay, like I want to talk to you. So I will let you guys go. Okay. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Please let me know how you're doing down in the comments. I look forward to hearing from you, especially those of you who have reached out in the past couple videos and said like what's going on in your world. There are some stories that I would really like, sorry, I have the hiccups, I would really like to catch up about and just check in with you and see how you're doing now. So please keep me updated on your lives, okay?